You have been holding something together with your bare hands, and this week the universe is going to tap you on the shoulder and say, you can put that down now. Not because you failed, because it is time to point that beautiful, relentless focus of yours somewhere it will actually grow. Mercury is making a friendly sextile to your sign this week, and that means the words are actually going to come out the way you mean them. You know how you notice every tiny thing about the people you love, but sometimes forget to say the soft part out loud. This is your week to say it. Before Sunday, tell one person something kind that you've been thinking but not speaking. Mars is trining your sign from Taurus, and that gives you this really grounded, steady energy all week. The thing is, you might accidentally funnel it into overthinking instead of actual movement. Your body wants to move this week. Even just a walk, even just stretching. One small thing each day, let your body use that Mars energy before your mind eats it. That same Mercury sextile is sharpening your eye at work, and you're going to notice something this week that everyone else walks right past. The catch is, you have to actually say something about it before Thursday, because after that, the energy shifts and the window gets smaller. Do not wait until you have the perfect way to phrase it. Name what you see, even roughly. Money this week is about the small leaks you stop noticing. Mercury sextile your sign is perfect for looking at those subscriptions you forgot you had, the little charges that add up, the auto pay you meant to cancel. Take 20 minutes before the weekend to actually look at where your money is quietly going. You might be surprised what you find. Here is the big cosmic picture. Mercury turns retrograde around the 30th, which means its shadow period is already building this week. That does not mean panic. It means finish things. If there is a conversation you have been putting off, an email sitting in drafts, a message you need to send, do it now while the words are still cooperating. Tie up loose threads before the end of the month. Okay, so the horoscope showed us that this week is really about where you put your attention. You have this incredible ability to focus, but sometimes you point it at things that do not actually need you anymore. So the question for this pick-a-pile is simple. Where should you actually focus your energy this week? You have 3 choices in front of you. Pile 1 is the brass compass for when you need direction. Pile 2 is the wandering feather for when something is asking you to follow it somewhere new. And pile 3 is the cracked hourglass for when you are running out of patience with something that is not working. Take a breath. Let your eyes soften. One of these 3 is going to pull at you a little more than the others, and that is the one that has your message this week. Do not think too hard. Just notice which one your attention keeps drifting back to. Your first card is the Emperor, and it is reversed. This is interesting because the Emperor upright is all about structure and control and having a plan. But when it is flipped like this, it is showing me that something you have been trying to control is slipping out of your grip this week. And here is the thing, that might actually be okay. You have been holding the reins so tight on something, maybe a situation, maybe a person, maybe just your own expectations, and it is exhausting you. This card is saying the control is not working anymore, and that is not a failure. That is information. Now look at your second card, the Star upright. This is one of the most hopeful cards in the whole deck, and it is coming right after that reversed Emperor. So the message is clear. When you let go of that tight grip, when you stop trying to force the structure, something softer opens up. The Star is about hope and healing and trusting that things are moving in the right direction, even when you cannot see the whole path. This week, after you loosen your hold on whatever you have been white-knuckling, you are going to feel this unexpected lightness. Let yourself feel it. Your third card is the Six of Swords, and it is reversed. Upright, this card is about moving on, leaving something behind, traveling toward calmer waters. But reversed, it is telling me you are stuck in place this week. Not because you cannot move, but because part of you is not ready to leave yet. And you know what? That is okay too. Sometimes we need to stay a little longer, not because we are avoiding anything, but because there is still something here for us. The message for your week is this. Let go of the control, let the hope in, and do not rush yourself to leave before you are ready. Trust your own timing. So, Brass Compass, your focus this week is not on finding the perfect direction. It is on loosening your grip long enough to notice that hope has been waiting for you this whole time. You do not have to have it all figured out by Sunday. You just have to stop squeezing so hard. Your first card is the Eight of Cups upright, and honestly, this card does not mess around. It shows someone walking away from a stack of cups, which means walking away from something they built, something they invested in, something that looked like it should be enough, but was not. This week, you are being asked to look at something in your life and admit that it is not filling you up anymore. That does not mean it was a waste. It means you have outgrown it. The Eight of Cups is saying it is okay to leave, even when you cannot fully explain why. Now here comes the Page of Wands upright, and this energy is so different. The Page of Wands is all about excitement and curiosity and this spark of something new that you cannot quite name yet. So right after walking away from what is not working, something is going to catch your attention this week. A new idea, a new possibility, maybe even a new person who brings a different kind of energy into your life. Do not dismiss it because it seems small or silly. The Page is always the beginning of something bigger. Your third card is the Empress reversed, and this one is asking you a direct question. Have you been taking care of yourself, or have you been pouring everything into everyone else? The Empress upright is abundance and nurturing and creative flow, but reversed, she is running on empty. She gave too much away. This week, as you walk away from what is draining you and toward what excites you, you have to remember to actually feed yourself. Not just food, though yes, that too. Rest, pleasure, things that refill you. Make that a priority before the week ends. Wandering Feather, your focus this week is beautifully clear. Walk away from what is empty, follow the spark that is calling you, and for the love of everything, take care of yourself while you do it. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and your cup has been low for a while now. Your first card is the Five of Wands reversed. Upright, this card is chaos. Everyone fighting, nobody listening, too many opinions in the room. But reversed, that noise is finally dying down. Something that has felt like constant conflict or competition is going to get quieter this week. Maybe it is an argument that stops. Maybe it is just that you stop engaging with the drama. Either way, the fighting energy is leaving and you are going to have some peace. Let it come. Do not go looking for the next battle just because the quiet feels unfamiliar. Now here is the King of Wands reversed, and I need to be honest with you about this one. The King of Wands upright is confident, charismatic, a natural leader, but reversed, that confidence tips into arrogance or impatience. This week, check yourself. Are you being a leader or are you being bossy? Are you inspiring people or steamrolling them? This card might also be pointing at someone else in your life who is acting this way, someone whose ego is getting in the way. Either way, the message is the same. Ego is not your friend right now. Stay humble. Your third card is the Page of Swords upright, and this one is sharp. The Page of Swords is curious, watchful, always gathering information. This week, after the conflict dies down and after you check your ego, there is going to be something you need to say or find out. A question you need to ask, a truth you need to speak, information you need to gather. The Page of Swords does not stay quiet when something needs to be said, so neither should you. Be clear, be direct, but do not be cruel. Say what needs saying. Cracked Hourglass, your focus this week is about what happens after the storm passes. The fighting is fading, but you have to make sure you are not the one keeping it alive with your own stubbornness. Stay humble, stay curious, and when the moment comes to speak up, speak clearly. You have been waiting for this quiet. Use it well. Okay, Virgo, that is your week. Mercury is on your side, Mars is giving you steady fuel, and the only real job you have is to point that incredible focus of yours at something that actually deserves it. Stop fixing what does not want to be fixed. Start feeding what is ready to grow. Thank you for being here. I will see you next week.